Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Control. We've made it to this, well, just past the sealed threshold hall. We're still in clocks. Well, I think we're still in clocks. Let's just grab these and then we'll have a read of what that was. Ooh, Pierce Zoom Boost. Let's very quickly. So, an extra 16% zoom, or do we just keep? No, we'll split. We'll split. We'll keep the damage and the zoom rather than trying to like just double down on the zoom. I think the extra damage is really handy. Okay, work chat, plane parts. Okay, Mr. Dead Dog, what do you think of this? You know that airplane we brought in? Like the actual proper airplane? Guess who they made catalogue every individual piece of that plane to be examined for suspected altered status? I had to count every bolt, nut, and every piece of non-connected metal. And that's just on the exterior of the damn thing. Do you know how many pieces of hardware it takes to make an airplane? I do. I do! That goes to Sterling AWE. What is the turntable? I mean, obviously it's a turntable to provide access to different areas, but I love the fact that we're getting to see like whole new areas and sections and things.
When it was clear we couldn't contain the altered item,
we definitely don't have access to yet.
We got out, but Hiss were waiting for us. I took Harwitz to the motel court and went back for the others.
That was brave of you.
That's what you're telling us. Not sure if I trust you though.
I'm the medic. I just keep going straight.
You know what? Let's have Pierce ready. What are our missions? So, Hiss Distorted, Hiss Rangers, and Hiss Troopers, but none of them require specific guns or anything, so that's fine. Not particularly happy about this, like, Hiss Mist. Is that down there? That's the transit corridor. So this is actually a really cool thing to... No, there is something there. What the hell? I mean, I don't think we'll be able to do anything with it, but it's definitely distorted. This here with the exit sign just above is a really cool piece of like video game design, just to keep people moving in the right direction. It's like having lights on the wall just to kind of like gradually, subliminally indicate the direction you should be going or things you should focus on. It's a really tough balance between having indications like that and going over the top and making it really obvious to the players. It's difficult to strike the balance between just like pointers and holding their hand through the entirety of everything they're supposed to be doing. Now, this does look like it's going to be dropping down. Anything tucked in here? Hello? Sorry, but I was busy. Very busy. I didn't even see what it was. So rude. Damn Hiss. That's another security level 9 door, which he's about to pop open for us. Cheers, mate. I should take you elsewhere. Another health recovery mod. Okay, so this is actually back to logistics.
Come on. The motel court is on the other side of logistics. Horowitz should still be there.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through here before. It was a little sketchy, but not too bad. So is Wells just pushing forwards now? Is this even safe? And you want to meet at the control point. Why at the control point? Why does this feel like a trap?
Let's go.
Maybe just a chance to catch up. Why is the door off?
Hold on. Something's wrong with him.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh no. Did his HRA get damaged?
Horowitz. Oh God, no. You hit for the wall.
Where even did he go? Did he just tuck into here? Yes, he did. Oh, that's not good. Haha! Look at this! I hide! Definitely like Pierce. I also like knocking him flat on his back. Not got much health left. One more should do it. There we go. Saved you! Totally safe.
I should talk to Wells. Make sure he's okay.
Sure. I mean, after we just survey the area for damage, because Wells is probably not damaged. Hey, buddy.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. And thanks for coming to get me. Horowitz's HRA must have been damaged in the threshold. Guy never put himself first. At least the anchor altered item is still locked away down in the clocks. I hope it rots down there.
That altered item needs to be dealt with before it hurts anyone else. I should go back down and contain it.
Yeah.
Head to the executive sector, Wells. They could use a medic.
Thank you, Director. I'll go see what good I can do there.
Cool. You do that. I'm going to go back into clocks after heading to control point through here. Because we've got a couple of extra ability points. We can certainly use them. Just hop in quickly and see what we've got. Okay, so for 2... Can't quite do that. Can't quite do that either. We can put up our siege duration, but... more launch damage. Push down to here. Yeah. In terms of astral constructs, I don't think we can... Yeah, we need more corrupted samples. Ooh, we could potentially upgrade Shatter. Yeah, we want more corrupted samples. Okay, well, let's go back through the cord rather than just fast traveling our way over there. We could just fast travel actually back to nearby and come in from the west. Alright, sure, we'll do that. So, the sealed threshold. So this is the corridor. I suppose we want the hall one, don't we, rather than this. Or the entrance. I mean, it feels like an exit, because that's where we left, and that's where all the signs were like, exit, exit. Right, so from here, we're going to be heading back down. Into a very weird place. You know what? Because we don't know what we're going to be facing, let's just put it back on grip for the moment. Right, so it's going to be in the safe room, isn't it? I will borrow you. Let's put you to good use. Explosive. Anyone got a corrupted sample that'll let me construct a charge? I guess not.
This is the safe room.
Can't believe they shut it in here.
The one with the altered item inside.
Pretty certain I've already checked these, but for thoroughness sake, we'll have a look. The hell? This actually goes a lot deeper than I expected. Sealed threshold account. Let's have a read. Threshold with effect redacted manifested in the containment sector, in the middle of the redacted department. Simultaneously, numerous redacted appeared in the area, injuring and killing many redacted. After rescue operations were completed and redacted, Rangers were sent down to discover the threshold's epicenter. The sheer amount of redacted made the expedition impossible. I'm assuming this is clocks. The area was sealed off after removing the clocks proved an impossible task. The department was relocated and the area abandoned. Researchers theorized the threshold introduced unstable matter to our dimension, which adopted the form of the redacted. as redacted when introduced to more stable redacted. Refer to file 9-51-3981 for a full report.
Great. More clocks.
Danger. This actually looks like it's going to full-on astral plane. Well, there's something up there. Alright, let's see what we can find out. Oh god. This doesn't fill me with it's an actual anchor. That's like a proper ship's anchor.
How am I supposed to get across that?
Yeah. Charge velocity boost and another entropic echo. It looks like there's sort of an up. But this whole area is just a big nut. Could we fill this whole thing with clocks? Throw a clock at you? Maybe we could dash across to there. Oh, I don't like the feeling of this. Standing on things might not be the best way. I mean, there is plenty of clocks over there, so we could make a little pile. I don't think it's going to be enough. Okay, what we'll do is we're going to dash across to there and try and get in. In worst case scenario, we fall down and die horribly. Nope. Ow. So we're not in a good place. Yeah, that's proper dead down there. I don't mind losing the material while we experiment with this. I think there's nothing wrong with experimenting. It might be that we need another ability before we can actually get across. But if we can get across, and this is where we get that ability, then it's worth us trying.
How am I supposed to get across that?
Also, where did that anchor go again? I mean, it does feel like there's going to be something else. Let's drop the clocks off the edge. No, that's not appearing to do anything. Perhaps if we just start a little bit higher up. Is that actually a little way in there? With the lighting, it's really hard to tell. getting across to there didn't exactly work. We definitely can't see the anchor anymore. Alright, I'm going to give it one more go trying to get across to that, which looks like it might be something. Worst case scenario, we'll end up falling down and we'll just, like, die again. Okay, that actually felt a lot better in terms of travel through the air. What I could do is I could put on dodge efficiency as a mod and see if we can just, like, dash across entirely. Yeah, with a running jump at the start, if I'm quick with it, it could work.
How am I supposed to get across that?
With a big ass dash, right. Okay. So, dodge efficiency. Dodge efficiency. Dodge efficiency. Let's just do some experimenting. It's not bad. It might work. It might work. Okay, let's try and get a run up to this. Nope, wrong button. Well, that's gonna suck. We'll try again.
How am I supposed to get across that?
Right. Let's try this again, but I'm gonna need to position my hands differently. Okay, so you can't just hold shift and you start running. You have to be moving before you start running. Yes! Aha! Wow, that actually took having my right hand on the movement and then my left hand doing the actual control bits. Right, okay. So this is going back to what it was. So what did we have? We had the ultra awesome seize speed. We had the shield one, and I think we just had extra energy recovery speed. Yeah, I think that was what we had. Now we might need to do that dash across again. But hopefully we had enough that... Oh god.
What the fuck is that?
That doesn't look cool.
It's making more clocks?
How the hell are we going to defeat it? Is it just going to be a case of fighting it? Ow. Right. Oh, we got to... This is going to be bad. Oh, I see. It's splooges. Right, okay, let's... Ah, wrong button. Damn it. I think we need to grab each of those clocks from each of the areas. But yeah, it proper splooges across. This is going to be quite the hazardous fight, and it might take us more attempts to dodge back across. Hopefully it'll just...
supposed to get across that.
Oh, frustrating. Okay, well, what I could do is I could just keep editing out the actual travel. So if this gets really bad, I'll just keep cutting back to when we're actually in the fight. Alright, a few more attempts of trying to get across, and I've decided it's not worth the stress and effort of trying to get across there. So I've drained about half of our source, and we're gonna push on elsewhere. We'll come back to this later. I'm sure there will be an ability that we can get that will help us across. I mean, we could also potentially like grab one of the chairs or tables back here and stand on those, or create some kind of platform. But each time we respawn, we'd need to re-drag them back. So let's not do that.
One with the altered items.
And instead, let's try and get some of our... Oh god, that guy's back. All right. Pierce, actually. Damn him being slightly mobile. Nope. It's nice that the shelter decided to try and protect me, but that wasn't exactly what I was in need of. Not sure if that guy's alive or not. Big guy's gone. That got us a little bit of stuff. In fact, maybe the one up there's gone as well, because the music's changed. We could have just fast traveled back. Let's actually go in here very quickly. So we're going back to finding Dylan. Is the short of it. You know what? It is going to be fastest and probably safest to fast travel, so rather than fighting our way to one of the other random control points, we know that there is a control point in here, so we'll just navigate this way. Alley up, alley up, and alley up. So, if we go into the containment sector, logistics, and then up through security, I think is going to be the right way. Yeah, carry our light source into dark areas. I mean, it's a really nice idea. It just feels like it would prevent us, you know, fighting. Well, if the Panopticon is this way, let's have a little nose. Feels a little bit like going into a prison, doesn't it? I wonder if these are credits for people who've worked on the game, or if they're just random names that they've put together. Medical wing. Yeah, let's go investigate medical wing first, rather than going into security. There's more of this weird mold stuff, which is obviously disgusting. Oh, right on the thing. Well, my ability to shoot through this is just obviously lacking. Did work, but it was quite painful. Come on, stick your head around the corner. Or I'll just throw stuff like that. Level 6 clearance, and that is a mold room by the looks of it. No. Access denied. Ooh, we got a little shelter up here. And another security checkpoint. Let's just double check the map. Yeah, this goes kind of round and back in. Remote thought. Actually, now's probably a really good time to go through and clear out the mods that we know we're not going to use. We'll keep the absolute mods for certain, and I'll keep that extra seize accelerator because being able to seize really quickly could be useful, like if we super double down on it, but we can get rid of these launch efficiencies. We'll keep the dodge efficiencies. Well, we'll keep the good dodge efficiency. Our current energy recovery speed is more important than just 11% extra energy. 11% is not that much. Likewise, health recovery, don't care. Shield energy cost, we can... I think it was shield strength we were using rather than shield energy cost. Yeah, let's swap that over. I put the wrong one in. That's much better. Okay, so shield energy cost, potentially useful, but don't care. Evade energy cost, we're keeping one. Launch energy cost gone. We'll keep the third C speed as well. And we'll just get rid of those. And for the gun mods, reload speed gone. Keep the pure damage up in case we want to put it on any of the other things. Zoom boost gone. Spin rate of fire gone. We'll keep the charge mods until we see. I mean, blast radius seems like a really, really cool thing. Get rid of the ammo refund. Get rid of projectile spread. We'll keep another projectiles fired. Get rid of the accuracy. Get rid of the rate of fire. Keep that projectile spread so those two become decent option. Let's actually have a look at what we've got on spin at the moment. We've got decent grouping efficiency. And there's potentially 2 more mods that we could get. So yeah, we'll keep that one and that one for it. So I think that's taking it down to a decent level. I suspect that's gonna come back from somewhere else. Let's push in and we'll have a little look around. Okay, we can't actually push in because that is a clearance 6. Ow. So those are actually clearable with like a little bit of oomph. Just, you know, stand roll clip. In fact, can we get a little bit of health from that previous fight? Just to take the edge off. And are these... Ah, right, yeah, we're going to explore the side rooms before we move on. Remote thought. Awesome. Doesn't look like we've got any notes or anything. Anything in here? No. Just a potentially disappearing curtain. Consecutive kills boost. Eh. Alright, I'm happy that we've explored everything we can in this little bit. Beep beep. Oh dear. Yep, that's obviously not going to be good standing. Oh, come on. Don't just grab it weirdly. Really effective knocking stuff into their back. I did not see where that attack came from. Over the far side. We only got one bit of material for that, maybe because it's a static point. Let's just move this out of the way. Wait, I said out of the way. Let's drop it rather than... Oh god, ah! Changed to the wrong thing as well. Okay, we desperately need some health back. I should probably keep my finger on the melee. This area is disgusting. That's actually drained a lot of our health. There's a little bit more over here. Okay, I feel a little bit better. No one else hiding around corners? Launch efficiency mod. Well, that's completely all closed off. This is not though. That doesn't exactly go anywhere. We can't quite crouch underneath this to get through. Yeah. Let's leave storage cupboard B well alone and go into the office. Any information about this mold stuff? We've got some notes. Mold autopsy. And entropic echo. Right, let's have a read. The deceased was a redacted year-old. Redacted with no significant past medical history. The subject is brought in after being discovered in the active threshold in an early state of decay that is characteristically fungal-based in its appearance. During autopsy, the cadaver's pleural cavities were revealed to be entirely filled with the fungus known as the mold, to an extent that medical staff were forced to put on decontamination suits. The procedure was also hindered by anomalies such as the deceased's high body temperature and undulating torso muscles, presumably but not provably caused by trapped gases. Routine samples as well as tissue samples requested by Dr. Underhill were successfully extracted. However, their rapid retrogression outside of the host body needs to be noted. Cause of death: mold ingestion. Refer to file 5-94-2716 for a full report. Okay, can we like have a decontamination suit? Because I think that would be useful. Is that a picture of the quarry? Also, I like the emergency phone at the back of the medical wing, just in case. I do think we've got everything covered from inside here. So let's have a look into the mechanical room. Are these like rippable? That's cool. Really nice touch. Panopticon up this way, medical wing down that way. So medical wing has got a lot of security level 6 things. And in terms of security, I think we'll actually push into that properly next time, because this is likely to be a bit of a fight to secure the area. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Control. See you soon.